What changed my life was a bang on the door, not a metaphor, not an idea. A real loud knock that cut through tension you could feel in your bones. I was 11 years old. We had no money, no food, not nothing, but close enough. Saltine crackers and peanut butter. We weren't going to starve, but when everyone around you is celebrating Thanksgiving with turkey and laughter, that kind of scarcity hits different. It sinks into you. My parents were fighting, the kind of fighting where words get said that can never be taken back. I had a younger brother and a sister, 5 and 7 years younger than me, and I felt like the parent. I was trying to protect them, and I didn't even know how. I was just a kid. Then came the knock. I opened the door, and there stood this big man with grocery bags in both hands. On the ground beside him, a pot with an uncooked turkey. To me, it was Christmas morning. I thought, this is it. This is going to stop the fighting. This is going to save everything. He asked, is your father here? I ran to get my dad, buzzing with excitement. I'd never felt hope like that before. My father opened the door, took one look at the man, and exploded. We don't accept charity. Before the man could even speak, my father tried to slam the door. It bounced off the man's shoulder. He leaned in again, gently this time, and said, I'm just the delivery guy. Someone knows you're having a tough time. Everyone has tough times. They just want you to have a great Thanksgiving with your family. My father went to slam the door again. This time it hit the man's foot. I felt fear rush through my body. I knew my dad. I thought he was going to hit him. Instead, the man looked past him and saw me. And with total calm, total compassion, he said something I will never forget. Don't make your family suffer because of your ego. My father turned red, veins popping, and then something changed. His shoulders dropped. Defeated, he grabbed the groceries, slammed them on the floor, shut the door, didn't say thank you, and didn't even pick up the turkey. Not long after that, he left our family. At the time, I thought that was the worst thing that could ever happen to me. But it wasn't, because that moment obsessed me. I needed to understand it. And years later, I realized something that now governs my entire life. Every single moment, you are making 3 decisions. The first decision is this: what are you going to focus on? Right now, you could be focused on my words, or your phone, or your hunger, or your worries. There are a million options, but you don't experience life. You experience the part of life you focus on. I was focused on food, on hope, on relief. My father was focused on failure, on shame, on what he believed he hadn't been able to provide. Same moment, totally different reality. The second decision is, what does it mean? Meaning creates emotion, and emotion is the quality of your life. You can have all the money in the world, but if you feel angry every day, your life is anger. You can have a beautiful family, but if you live in fear, your life is fear. My father's meaning was, I'm worthless. I don't belong. And that meaning led to the third decision. What am I going to do? If you want to change your life, you don't start with action. You start with focus. You start with meaning. Depression isn't solved by numbing. Anxiety isn't solved by distraction. The real issue is this: people focus on what's missing instead of what's possible, on what they can't control instead of what they can. There are 2 worlds, the external and the internal. You don't control the external world, you influence it. But the internal world, that's yours. You control what you focus on. You control what it means. You control what you do next. And when you take control of those 3 decisions, especially in service of something bigger than yourself, anxiety loses its grip. Here's the truth: doing good feels good. You want self-esteem. Do something worthwhile. You don't become generous after you're rich. You become rich in life because you're generous. I learned early that the time to give is when you don't have it. If you won't give a dime out of $1, you won't give 100 million out of 1 billion. Philanthropy isn't just money, it's attention. It's time, it's kindness. Buy 5 strangers coffee and your brain chemistry changes more than if you bought something expensive for yourself. That's not selflessness, that's intelligent selfishness. Life happens for us, not to us. But it's our responsibility to find the meaning. Today, my mission isn't to change the world. It's simpler than that. My mission is one question: how can I help? Because I believe it's a privilege to serve. And when you live that way, focused, purposeful, and beyond yourself, you don't just change your life, you change lives.